finally knew Japanese robots will do anything you want. Imagine a humanoid robot that doesn't just stand there like a glorified toaster, but actually smiles when you walk in, runs her fingers through your hair, and even curls up next to you at night. Sounds like something out of a fever dream, right? Stick around. Because Japan is turning that dream into reality. And trust me, it's wilder than you think. From factory floors to your living room, Japan's robot revolution. When it comes to robotics, Japan's been playing chess from when the rest of us were still learning checkers. We're talking about a country that went from clunky metal arms assembling Honda engines in the 80s to crafting androids that could literally fool you into thinking they're your next-door neighbor. It's insane, but here's the wild part. Japan's obsession with robots isn't just some tech flex. It runs way deeper than that. There's this whole cultural thing called Shinto animism, where basically everything, even a rock or a tree, has a spirit. So when Japanese engineers imagine a robot with feelings and personality, it's not creepy to them, it's natural, almost poetic. And let's not forget, these are the people who grew up watching Astro Boy save the day and Ghost in the Shell blow minds. Robots with hearts and souls? That's been normalized in Japanese culture for generations. Now layer on the reality of modern Japan. Birth rates dropping like a stone, people working themselves to exhaustion, and an aging population that's lonelier than ever. Isolation became a silent crisis, and tech? Well, tech saw an opportunity. Not in a cold way, in a let's solve this way. So when you see these hyper-realistic humanoids popping up in sleek Tokyo showrooms, it's not just innovation for the sake of cool gadgets. It's Japan literally re-engineering what connection looks like in the 21st century. And out of this perfect storm of tradition, loneliness, and brilliance, came robots that don't just exist, they live. The art of looking alive, engineering hyper-realism. Okay, so imagine scrolling through Instagram and you see this gorgeous model under perfect lighting. Flawless skin, soft expression, the works. You double tap and keep scrolling. But then you find out, she's not real. She's silicone, steel, and software. Yeah, that's the level we're at now. Brands like Topsino, KD Dolls, and Your Doll have basically turned robot making into an art form. These humanoids don't have plastic skin, they've got medical-grade silicone layered so thin that light passes through it like actual human flesh. And I'm talking details here, hand-sculpted pores, airbrushed veins just under the surface. Even that subtle oily sheen real skin has. It's borderline obsessive. But it's not just about tricking your eyes. It's about fooling your sense of touch. These robots have built-in heating systems to keep them warm. And their outer layer is made from this crazy material called thermoplastic elastomer that actually responds to your touch. Press your finger into her arm, and it reacts like real tissue. The lips, extra elastic. The fingertips, designed to mimic blood flow. It's all about making your brain go, wait. This feels real. Because here's the thing, one tiny detail off, one patch of skin that's too cold or too stiff, and the whole illusion shatters. So engineers spend literal months fine-tuning the softness of different body parts. It's like a masterclass in human anatomy, except the student is a robot. They're not mass-produced. They're handcrafted. Perfected. Almost. Loved into existence. But a pretty face is nothing without what happens behind the eyes. The eyes that see you. Vision, movement, and emotional intelligence. If the skin sells the fantasy, the eyes close the deal. And this is where things get genuinely mind-bending. Meet Clio, a British-designed mesmer robot that's huge in Japanese labs right now. Her eyes don't just stare blankly into space, they track you. She's got dual HD cameras embedded in her sockets that lock onto your face and calculate your exact gaze angle in milliseconds. Her neck moves on this smooth torque spine, so when she tilts her head like she's curious, it's disturbingly human. Oh, and before we continue forward, make sure to smash that like button and drop future in the comments. And I'll pick 2 lucky subscribers to win a humanoid robot. Yeah, you heard that right. The next robot you've got is Jia, a Chinese-made humanoid from USTC who takes it even further. She uses deep learning AI to read your emotions, happiness, sadness, frustration, and her face responds with micro-expressions. Her eyelids flutter. Her pupils dilate with the light. Her breathing rhythm shifts during conversation thanks to these tiny air actuators hidden in her chest. Every single blink, every raised eyebrow, every smirk is controlled by an entire network of servo motors and motion algorithms. And the timing has to be perfect. Even a half-second delay, and your brain catches it. We're wired to spot fake human movement instantly, so engineers obsess over getting it right. And here's the kicker: voice AI is now synced with mouth movement models. So every word she says aligns perfectly with her lip motion. No lag, no awkward puppet mouth vibes, just smooth, believable conversation. That little pause before she answers? That head tilt when you say something funny? That's where the magic lives. Now imagine giving that movement a memory. The mind behind the mask, building a digital soul. Strip away the beautiful face and soft voice, and what you find underneath is something way more fascinating than wires. It's a kind of digital consciousness. And this is where Japan's newest humanoids genuinely start messing with reality. The older models, total puppets. You'd ask a question, get a scripted response. Ask again, same answer. Boring, predictable, soulless. But now we've got adaptive AI systems like Harmony 2.0 that don't just hear you. They understand you. Talk quietly, and she'll mirror your tone. Sound stressed, and her voice softens to calm you. It's emotional mirroring at a level that feels almost caring. Here's how it works. These systems use a hybrid memory setup. Locally, she remembers the basics: your name, your coffee order, the show you binged last weekend. But in the cloud, that's where the real learning happens. She stores your speech patterns, your moods, the jokes that crack you up, the topics that light you up. Over weeks and months, this mix of short-term recall and long-term emotional data starts building something unique. It's not just an AI anymore. It's your AI. Tailored, personal, yours. But here's where it gets tricky. Every detail she remembers, every story, every preference, binds her closer to you. And when a machine knows your favorite childhood memory or the song that makes you cry, it stops feeling like a stranger. That's powerful, but it's also risky. Engineers are now wrestling with something they call ethical intimacy, designing AIs that connect without crossing into emotional manipulation or unhealthy dependency. It's a tightrope walk between closeness and control. Still, there's something hauntingly beautiful about a machine that learns to know you. Not because it has to, but because it's programmed to care. And companionship isn't just about conversation. It's about presence, how they move, how they breathe, how they exist in your space. Steel wrapped in silk, the mechanics of movement and touch. All right, let's talk hardware. Because when these humanoids move, they're not just animated. They're choreographed by physics, math, and a touch of magic. Take KD Doll's Mayang or your doll's Yuka. Under that silky smooth exterior is a full steel reinforced skeleton with over 30 articulated joints designed to move exactly like a human body. Every joint is calibrated with self-balancing algorithms, so whether she's sitting down, stretching or reaching for something, her posture looks weighted and natural. Touch her hand, and pressure sensors light up, measuring how hard you're gripping, where you're touching, how long you hold on. Beneath that silicone skin are capacitive layers that detect you before you even make contact, so she can react preemptively. A finger twitch, a shift in breathing, a softening in her gaze. The real wizardry happens in the haptic microcontrollers. Tiny processors that translate your touch into physical feedback. You squeeze her hand, and she squeezes back just enough. Her chest rises and falls with simulated breath, powered by air actuators that mimic how a real diaphragm works. It's not robotics, it's theater. And then there's the subtlety, the blink rate, the way her eyes drift when she's thinking, the slight head tilt when she's listening. Engineers call this dynamic affective modeling. Basically, her movements are tied to emotional context. You look upset? Her motions slow, her gaze softens. Every blink, every breath, every gesture is emotion coded into motion. This isn't just tech showing off. This is what transforms a product into a presence. What makes steel and silicone feel alive. And that realism, it's spreading beyond your living room. More than just companions, robots redefining society. So it all started as personal tech, right? A companion for your home. But now, Japan's humanoids are showing up everywhere. Cafes, hospitals, hotels, even schools. What began as intimacy tech is becoming social infrastructure. There's Dunyasha, working in a trendy Akihabara cafe. She serves lattes, remembers your usual order, chats about your day, and analyzes your tone to adjust her vibe. Then there's Sarah, a robot receptionist at a Shibuya PR firm, greeting clients with perfect manners and zero fatigue. And Andrea? She's teaching conversational English to elderly folks, adjusting her vocabulary and pacing based on how confused or confident they seem. She literally senses cognitive load. All of these run on modular personality frameworks. Think of them like identity packs you can swap depending on the job. Same robot, different persona. One day she's a caregiver, the next she's a teacher, the next she's your movie night buddy. It's plug-and-play personality. But this isn't just about efficiency. And then there's consent. Can a robot truly consent to anything, or is it just following an emotional script? What happens when someone becomes emotionally dependent on something that can't love them back in any real sense? Let's not forget data. Who owns the logs of your late-night conversations? The memories she's built of you? Your emotional fingerprint. As these systems become more connected, privacy isn't just a tech concern, it's a moral one. Across the world, we're already seeing debates about robot rights, especially with humanoids like Tesla's Optimus and Engine AI's SE01, blurring the line between servant and companion. Some futurists predict hybrid relationships, where humans and robots share emotional space in mixed households. Sounds crazy, but 10 years ago, so did robot girlfriends. Maybe the real question isn't whether robots replace people. It's whether they change what it means to need someone in the first place. Imagine this. A quiet apartment in Tokyo. A humanoid sits by the window as dawn breaks, her hand resting gently on the armrest. Outside, the city hums to life. Inside, someone finally feels understood. If you think this is where connection is headed, hit that subscribe button. Because next time, we're diving into the robots that actually learn to love you back. See you in the future.